Morning everyone. I got this PC today. I was cleaning up some stuff. I brought it to the recycling center, so now it's clean here. On my way home I found this sitting on the side of the road. It's an old PC, and of course I grabbed it because free PC is always nice. It was wet. I cleaned it up and cleaned up pretty nicely. It has some, see, the painting is here missing and has probably been sitting in the rain, so it's wet inside. So yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty nice tower. We have a DVD drive, USB ports, Pentium dual-core sticker, so that's probably what is running. Power on button on the back. Nothing interesting, just a very simple system. Only has an Ethernet card installed, so probably the onboard Ethernet is not working, or they need another one. Yeah, or they use it as a server, so they had two installed. But I think the onboard Ethernet is broken. Here we have the power supply, which looks pretty generic. And here on the side is just nothing. It's just a very simple and cheap PC, probably back in 2009, but it looks in pretty good shape. So yeah, I'm not gonna power it on, that I always do when I get free PCs, just power it on and see if it's working. But in this case, because it has been sitting in the rain probably, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to first take it apart and see what's inside. It's just very simple. You have the power supply, some IDE cables, it's an IDE DVD drive, a hard drive, which was probably here, is being removed, as you can see, but I have plenty of hard drives to put in here. You can see the CPU, and the motherboard is an ASRock Wolfsdale 133T770. It says DDR2 66.7 MHz. It uses SATA 2. It has the Ethernet card installed, but just even not right in the slot. So let's put that in there. Yeah, it's just a very simple PC. It's also really light. I'm surprising by picking up in comparison to my ThinkCenter, which is very small but weighs like a ton, and it's like weighs like a ton, but this thing is just very cheaply. So yeah, it doesn't even have a case fan, but it has a PCI Express slot. The motherboard feels dry, but I'm gonna not trust this power supply. So what I'm gonna do is unplug the power supply and use one of my own power supplies and see if the motherboard at least is working. So yeah, let's do that. I installed. This is my very nice Delta Electronics Asus power supply. It comes out of an Asus Barebone and it works fine. Very solid power supply. And I know why she was so light. This power supply weighs like nothing. This is one of the most cheapy power supply I ever felt. This thing weighs like nothing. Just very cheap. As you can see, it doesn't even have that much circuit inside. You can see the board ends up there, so yeah, I'm not going to trust this power supply. So yeah, got my screen on. I'm gonna plug everything in and see if it's working. It doesn't seem to power on. And we have, yes, we have an image on the screen now. Oh, I forgot to plug in the keyboard, so let's do that. You can see it's a Pentium dual-core E5200, a 64-bit of course. It has 3 gigs of RAM installed, one 2 gig and one 1 gig. It has now full because it has, but it is working. I can see it's yeah, it has a working DVD drive with no disk inside, unfortunately. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is clean everything up. CPU quiet fan enabled, of course. So yeah, I have here a 80 gig hard drive it has, I think, Windows 7 on it. I'm not sure about that. I picked it out of my NEC over there. Not so yeah, I'm gonna plug in a hard drive and see if it works.